started here in just a few minutes. And, we have a nice, intimate crowd, and if we can encourage everyone to scoot up front as we get the conversation started, we greatly appreciate it. We're going to be getting started here in just 2 or 3 minutes. Gerald Muhammad, I'd like to welcome you all out to this discussion this evening. We do have some other folks that are on the way. Got a very interesting topic tonight. And one brother told me, he said, I'm against the N-word, but when are these N's going to get this thing started? So I said, maybe time to go ahead and get it started tonight. But, you know, it's always good when any time we as a people can come together and just have a discussion and talk about something positive. We don't have to agree on things, but we don't want to become disagreeable. So I think we should give the creator and the sponsor of this event a hand for just having the presence of mind to bring us all together to talk about pertinent subjects that are relevant in our community. So let's give Mr. Brandon Lawrence a round of applause. Let's welcome him up to get the program started. Is the N-word still offensive? Mr. Brandon Lawrence, the attorney for the city.
Thanks, Brother Joe. We appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for coming here, you and Brother Muhammad. We want to acknowledge, we can acknowledge everybody, but especially Valerie Sickles from B96. We appreciate you taking time out to come. And all friends and family. Neil, I guess he's standing back there. Brother Neil, what's happening? Louisville's finest. But what we got today, we're going to talk about, the topic is the N-word still offensive? You know, I mean, it's been, I guess it's been going on, I guess, time immemorial, right? Time immemorial. The topic, who should use it, who should be able to use it. I had a friend who saw the topic on Facebook. He's in South Carolina, and he's got a daughter, and his daughter was listening to Justin Bieber, and apparently Justin Bieber's got a new song, and you know, I guess he's in the hip hop community, he collaborates with hip hop artists, and he actually used the word. I don't know what song it was, but he told me go to 1 minute and 30 seconds in the song, and then you'll hear it. And I thought I heard it, but I don't know if I heard it. Maybe I was listening for it and I heard it, and I thought that I heard it. But I mean, it's, you know, it's one of those things. It's 2013. We've got a lot of rap collaboration, artists, music artists, and actors and actresses intermingling and things like that. And people say that you can get a pass if you're my friend and things like that. So what I wanted to do was open up the conversation, but I wanted to have a perspective first, and I think that a good perspective, someone who would give us a good perspective, is Father Ja, and I want to bring him up, and he's got his textbooks. He's got his textbooks. And I'm sorry, from the Wu-Tang affiliate and Unstoppable Sound Agency, Father Ja. Give him a welcome, please, a warm welcome. Yeah. And basically, we'll just get it started. Father Ja, you're in the hip-hop industry, and you've been a rapper for a while, and I wanted to get your perspective on the N-word. We'll keep it politically correct. The N-word, and I guess you can give, you know, however you want to do it, your personal thoughts, industry thoughts, professional thoughts, and I'm going to turn it over to you, and we're going to listen to you talk.
The enemy always has been, continues to be, and will probably be in the future, the system of white supremacy. Now, when I say the system of white supremacy, I'm not talking about the Ku Klux Klan, I'm not talking about the skinheads per se, but I'm talking about the system that's been put into place to where those that are lighter are always on the top, and those that are darker seem to get pushed toward the bottom. With that said, I think the debate about the N-word is a valid issue, but at the same time, it's not really the biggest problem plaguing the black community. Because at the end of the day, let's say nobody in this room, matter of fact, let's take it even further than that. Let's say nobody in our entire community decided to use the N-word anymore. Would that put an end to joblessness? Would that put an end to homelessness? Would that put an end to the lack of parenting at home? Would that make the teachers in our community any better? Would that improve the schools? So with that said, I think the number one tool of the white supremacy system is confusion. To just promote confusion among the people. As long as we're all running around looking at the minute things that won't change anything in our community, we miss out on the bigger issues and the things that we can improve immediately. And even with that, I have a whole nother perspective, because as I was doing my studies before I came up here, I found out that I was always taught that nigga came from Negro, which was a Spanish word that meant a black thing, and was used to objectify us. But here in 2013, I bought my studies a little bit more, and I found out that the word NGA or NEGUS, niggas, or NAGA, naga, is as ancient as language itself. You can find the term on the pyramids in Egypt. And in the Egyptian language, they didn't use vowels per se. So the word was spelled NG and NGS. There were different variations of it, but it would be pronounced the same way that you would say niggas. You would say niggas, Negus, niggas. What's up, my nigga? And when you get into the definition of nigga, it actually is a divine word that means king. So I think before the whole angle I'm taking with the N-word today, I think maybe I think we need new tactics. I think black people in America need new tactics as far as the way that we approach and attack our problems. And one of the things that we have to do is we have to take control of the definitions of words. If we allow others to control the definitions for us, then we allow them to control how we think, which also allows them to play more of a role that they need to play in our everyday reality. So with that said, I'm pro-nigga, I'm pro-niggas, I'm pro-naga, and I understand those from the older generation are not.
Okay. Thanks for that perspective, Father John. And I mean, I'm glad you said that at the end about the generational thing, right? Because we've all got parents, grandparents, and we've got that perspective, right? I mean, we've all got it. At least I have it imprinted in my mind. You know, Bull Connor at the in Alabama, saying that segregation today, segregation now, segregation forever, right? And you know, the dogs, and you know, and I guess the N-word is a derogatory term. What do you say for people? Because I know you say, you know, you use it a godly term, right?
A sacred word.
A sacred word. But what about individuals that, you know, what they heard? I watched a documentary on Venus and Serena on Showtime, right? And they had Richard Williams, and he was telling about when he grew up in Louisiana, and he said he got called a nigga like ad nauseum, right? You hear stories about that. What do you say to people who say, look, man, I don't care what you say. You know, it's nothing sacred about being called a nigga, right? Whether it's nigger or whatever. There's nothing sacred about it. I've got my perspective. It's a historical perspective. And because I'm old, my perspective is right and yours is wrong.
I would have no problem with any of my elders saying that to me, because I don't believe in arguing with the elders. But I do believe in offering fresh, new perspectives on old issues. And part of that, even let's talk about the English language. Even the English language per se, if you change the spelling of the word, you change the meaning of it. Like for me, I sell beats for a living. I make beats. I rap and I make beats. But if you call me and ask me to give you a B-E-E-T, that is nothing the same as asking me for a B-E-A-T. I can send you a beat over the internet, but I can't send you a B-E-E-T over the internet. Do you understand? So with that said, I think that part of embracing the word nigga is that we also have to change the spelling of it. Because by the rules of our oppressor who created this bastardized language, which is a common, now when I say bastard, I mean it doesn't know who his father is, because it's a combination of several different languages. So since this is the language that we're going to use to communicate with each other, we have to go by the rules of the language and change the spelling of it. I have an album called The Real Nigga Bible, spelled N-I-G-G-U-A-C. And by changing the spelling of it, I change the meaning of it, and I use it as a term of endearment for those that can relate. Because even when we do music, we're not doing music for everybody. To try to do music for everybody is a waste of time. We do music for a specific group of the population, and there's a specific portion of the youth and of those in the community that we want to relate to. So there's certain words that we use that are magnetic, and nigga happens to be one of them.
Yeah, it's a magnetic word. Some would say it's a dynamic word. Okay, and you mentioned another thing, music, right? You got some individuals in here, everybody listens to music, people from the music industry. I mentioned Valerie Sickles, my cousin Slick Rick, DJ Slick Rick up in the front, drinking this Corona, is involved in the music industry. What about, I mean, and that goes back to the artist thing, right? Do you think that people in the music industry, and to go even further, now younger people have developed, not as much as a disdain for the word, as far as being more accepting of it, because they say it's, or you say it's part of your creativity. You say you make the music for a certain section of the population.